So good morning and welcome. This is Dnnews online television. The name is George Cooper. We are live here at the executive mansion where officers of the Liberia National Police has already started deployment this morning, and the main entrance of the executive mansion has already been closed. So you can see, okay, so keep watching Dnnews online television. The name is George Cooper. We are live here at the entrance of the executive mansion. So ahead of the stand protest this morning, this is the main entrance of the executive mansion, and this entrance has been closed by officers of the Liberia National Police. Remember, the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police, Colonel Gregory Coleman, said the executive mansion ground will not be used as a protest ground this morning after Chairman Morlu, former chairman of the CDC, and now the heads of the Solidarity Movement stand, said they were going to use the executive mansion ground for their protests. So early on this morning, the officers of the Liberia National Police have already barricaded this particular entrance of the executive mansion. So this area is a no-go zone for protesters. So wherever you are watching me from, you can share the live as we bring you this live coverage from the headquarters right at the executive mansion. So keep watching, share the live as we bring you this live coverage here this morning. Wherever you are watching me from. So the name is George Cooper. You can share the live. This is Dnnews on television. We are live here from the. So you can see here, officers of the Liberia National Police deployed here this morning. So keep watching, share the live, and make your comments as we bring you this live coverage this morning. This is the main entrance of the executive mansion, and you can see this area has already been barricaded by officers of the Liberia National Police ahead of the stand protest this morning. So yesterday there was a press release from the Liberia National Police signed by Cecilia Clark, Assistant Police Commissioner for Public Affairs, and in that release the LMP informed the protesters that the executive mansion ground will not be used as a protest ground, but that was being challenged by the former chairman of the CDC and the organizer of this protest, Mulbah Morlu. So early on this morning, police have barricaded the main entrance of the executive mansion. So the name is George Cooper, and this is Dnnews on television. And so to all the motorcyclists, the Inspector General Police has said that all restrictions on tricycles remain in force. All existing restrictions on motorcycles and tricycles remain fully in force. So if you are a motorcyclist and you are going to be part of the protest, if you are coming out, please do not come with your motorbike. because the police has said that all existing restrictions on tricycles, motorcycles remain fully enforced. Meaning, even though today is a day you're going to be protesting, but you will not be allowed to come in the street with a motorbike. You'll not be allowed to come in the street with a keke to all the restricted areas. So meaning if you come outside with your motorbike, and the police will definitely hold that motorbike from you. So all existing restrictions on tricycle, motorcycles remain fully enforced. This is coming from the Liberia National Police. The police also calling on citizens, residents, and visitors that they can go about their normal business, that the police can reassure them that they should continue their normal business without fear. The LMP remain fully deployed and dedicated to maintaining calm, facilitating free movement, and ensuring a safe and peaceful festive season for all. So, and the police also saying that any violation of the law will be addressed promptly and professionally under the law of the Republic of Liberia. Any violation of the law will be addressed promptly and professionally under the law of the Republic of Liberia. This is coming from the Liberia National Police. This is coming from the Liberia National Police, and they are also calling on citizens, residents, visitors, foreign nationals, that they can go about their normal business and be assured that the police will do everything to put the situation under control just in case. So the name is George Cooper. I'm here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So this is where we are this morning. The executive mansion ground is not for protesters. So the entrance here has already been barricaded by officers of the Liberia National Police this morning. So keep watching, share the live as we bring you this live coverage here from the main entrance of the executive mansion here in Liberia. So we are here this morning coming to you live from the executive mansion main entrance ahead of the December 17 protest this morning. And this is the main entrance of the executive mansion. The last time they were during the July 17 protests, the protesters were also being restricted from having access to the executive mansion facility. And so this morning we are seeing another barricade here at the main entrance of the executive mansion, preventing protesters from having access to the executive mansion. And so let's see how it goes today. And according to the organizer, this protest is called Leave or Leave. Either President Bouakai leave or he lead. So they have several counts that they're going to be presenting to His Excellency President Joseph Yeman Bouakai Senior. They have said that they will not accept anyone except President Bouakai. So they are asking that the president should be available to receive their petition, because they will not give it to ministers, they will not give it to any representation from the executive, but rather to the president himself. So the organizer said the president have to make himself available to be able to receive their petition. That is the reason why, according to them, they are coming to the executive mansion ground to be able to meet with His Excellency President Joseph Yeman Bouakai Senior, President of the Republic of Liberia. But then there was a communication from the Liberia National Police, saying that the ground of the executive mansion will not be used. So, okay, you can see officers of the Liberia National Police keep arriving. So you see them, they are arriving. These are officers of the Liberia National Police. So you can see them beautifully dressed this morning, fully attired. So this is the main entrance of the executive mansion, as officers of the Liberia National Police keep arriving in their numbers, well dressed, fully dressed this morning. So you can see them, okay, they are being lined up this morning here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So the name is George Cooper. This is Dnnews. Okay. So the head of this group is giving instruction to the officers. They have been lined up, fully dressed in a police uniform. So you can see they are all posted this morning. They are here to make sure that law and order are restored ahead of the stand protest this morning. But during the regime of former President George Weah, when the COP headed by Henry Costard, the life of Jeke Koluba, the life of Senator Ibrahim Daros Dillon, Martin K. and Colley, and the rest, when they staged a protest on the June 17 protests, we saw them having access to the executive mansion ground, where they brought in coal pot, and they were cooking there. At the time, we saw the huge numbers in the tenants at the time. They were cooking in the street right opposite the executive mansion. We saw the life of Alexander Benedict Cummings from the heads of the ANC. We saw all of opposition leaders that participated in that protest, and that protest was organized at the executive mansion ground. At the end of the day, the protesters remained there up to 5 in the evening. That was the time the police used excessive force to remove the protesters from the main ground of the executive mansion. And there were a lot of music that were being played there. One of them was referred to as George Weah Daro with Turkey. And then another one was they lied. The government lied to us. The government betrayed us. Those were the music at the time they were playing during the June 17 protests that were organized by Henry Costard, Martin Colley, and the rest of the opposition leaders at the time. So, under the regime of President Joseph Boakai, they have prohibited protesters having access to the executive mansion ground, on ground that is where the president and ordered VIP, so they will not allow any protester to have access to that particular ground. But Chairman Morlu, the organizing chairman of this protest, has said since they allow other protesters, the COP protests, since they allow those protesters to have access to the executive mansion ground at the time, they too should be allowed to have access. So, but that was different regime at the time, and this is a different regime. That was then former President George Weah regime, and this is the regime of Joseph Boakai Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia. So, under Boakai regime, they have declared the executive mansion ground as a no-go zone for protesters. So this is Dnnews on television. The name is George Cooper. We are live here from the main entrance of the executive mansion, where officers of the Liberia National Police are early on deployed. Huge men, and this entrance has been barricaded. So you can see here, this is what is happening here. So you can see for yourself. This area has already been barricaded. So you see here. So you see, this is it. This is it here. And here. See here. Okay. And you see here. See here. So they are officers of the Liberia National Police. They are fully deployed here this morning at the main entrance of the executive mansion that have been declared no-go zone for protesters. So keep watching Dnnews. The name is George Cooper. We are live here from the main entrance of the executive mansion. So you can see here. So keep watching, share the live, make your comments. So that's it. Keep watching. The name is George Cooper. We are live here from the main entrance of the executive mansion, where officers of the Liberia National Police are already barricaded the main entrance of the executive mansion. Early morning hour of Wednesday morning, the executive mansion main entrance have been barricaded by officers of the Liberia National Police. So you can see here for yourself. This is it. This is the main. You see here. This is it. See there. So you see here. This is where we are. The police the police has said, just in case there's any violation of the law, it will be addressed promptly and professionally under the law of the Republic of Liberia. The police also said that all existing restrictions on motorcycles and tricycles remain fully enforced. All existing restrictions on motorcycles and tricycles remain fully enforced. So some of you who have your motorbike will want to be part of the protest, you are advised to not come in the street with your motorbike, because all the restrictions remain enforced. So if you take your motorbike to where motorbike is not allowed, trust me, the police will handle that. So the police are saying that all restriction on trash. So all restrictions on tricycles and motorcycles remain fully enforced. Citizens, residents, visitors, foreign nationals are reassured that they should continue their normal activities without fear. The Liberia National Police remain fully deployed and dedicated to maintaining calm, facilitating free movement, and ensuring a safe and peaceful festive season for all. Any violation of the law will be addressed promptly and professionally under the law of the Republic of Liberia. So we are seeing another police vehicle just arrived. Another vehicles of the Liberia National Police had just arrived here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. We are seeing there's a huge deployment of officers of the Liberia National Police here at the main entrance of the executive mansion ahead of the December 17 protest this morning. So the name is George Cooper. This is Dnnews coming to you live from the entrance of the executive mansion ahead of the December 17 leave protest being organized by former CDC chairman Mulbah Morlu. By the way, Mulbah Morlu is the former vice chair for mobilization and recruitment of the CDC and former vice chair for Operation Congress for Democratic Change, and then former national chairman of the Congress for Democratic Change. He became chairman of the CDC when the then chairman McGill, who is now the Senator Magibi, was being appointed by former President Weah as the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. And that's how McGill resigned from the chairman position, and then Morlu became the chairman of the CDC. Right after the 2023 elections, Chairman Morlu resigned from the CDC on ground that he wanted to go into civil society. And so he organized a civil society organization called STAND. And so today, he has announced earlier that there will be a protest today. The first protest was July 17. And during that protest, there were no one to receive their petition at the time because they were being prevented from having access to the executive mansion and then the ground of the Capitol building. So they have to reschedule the protest for December 17, which is today. And so today they have said that they will make sure that the president receives their petition, because they're not going to give it to a representative, senator, ministers, or any representation from the executive mansion, rather the president himself. So they will not leave until the president receives their petition, and they will be at the executive mansion ground. They are not going anywhere, but they will be at the executive mansion ground. But the police have also said the executive mansion ground is a no-go zone for protesters. So we're going to watch and see this morning how it's going to go this morning. But we can assure you that we'll do everything possible to bring you full coverage of all of the happenings here this morning or in the afternoon until the end of the protest. We'll be in the street, we'll be to every corner to make sure that we capture every happening. So you can trust us, you can be reassured that Dnnews will do everything to keep you updated as is unfold here. So we are here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So keep watching, share the live, and make your comments. So this is what is happening here. You can see here. But this morning, our general manager, Mr. Aaron Cuban, lost his father yesterday. So it's a sad movement for Dnnews family. Dnnews is actually bereaved. Our general manager, Mr. Aaron Cuban, lost his father on yesterday. So he's down to this morning, and you will not see him outside today because he will be engaged with family issues as the family continue to have meetings as regards to the funeral arrangement of the father of our general manager, Mr. Aaron Cuban. And we continue to stand with him. We continue to stand with the BB family. So that's it. Keep watching Dnnews on television as we bring you this live coverage from the main entrance of the executive mansion, where officers of the Liberia National Police are dressed up in their uniform, fully attired this morning. And I see armed police officers as well. A few of them having arms, and the rest of them are having a tear gas gun. So, but the police has said that this particular area is not going to be used by protesters. So they are going to do everything to prevent protesters having access to the executive mansion ground. And all restrictions on tricycles, motorcycles remain in full. So it means that if you're going to be part of the protest, do not come outside with your motorbike, with your keke to those areas that have been restricted. So if you come there with it, of course, then you are telling us that the police should have access to it. So know it and know it well. The police also reassuring the public that you can go about your normal business, that the police will do everything to restore law and order just in case there's any violation of the law. So that's it here. The name is George Cooper. I'm live here at the main entrance of the executive mansion, and you can see here there are armed police officers deployed here. So this area is restricted. Only authorized vehicles are having access to the executive mansion ground. Journalists coming in here, you must have your ID card with you. You must be fully identified before having access to where I am coming to you live from. If you are coming as a journalist and you are not identified, you will not be allowed. So this is it here. The name is George Cooper. Of course, you can see here. Police directing traffic here. So, okay, we are still here. This vehicle have been allowed to go through because it's an authorized vehicle. So this is another vehicle coming. This one from the Ministry of Public Works is already been allowed to go through. Okay, this is 125, Unit 125 from the Liberia National Police. It's one of the heads of the Liberia National Police. So he's trying to disembark his vehicle. Okay. Another Okay, that is one of their buses. This, okay. Another senior officers of the Liberia National Police had just arrived here. We've been fully guarded by armed men, and he having tete-a-tete with the guys here. So keep watching. This is Dnnews. My name is George Cooper. I'm coming to you live from the main entrance of the executive mansion that have been heavily barricaded by officers, the Liberia National Police, armed officers, by the way. They are all in arms and posted at the main entrance. So you can see how this officer fully dressed this morning. He's beautifully dressed. And see another officers. They are well dressed this morning, beautifully dressed in a police uniform. So this is it. See across there. You see there's another. So this is it. See here. This is what is happening. Now, what happened a few days to the protest, the Liberia National Police leadership was able to engage the leadership of STEM ahead of their proposed activities today. This engagement formed part of the police stand-up, preventive and dialogue-based approach to public order management. So during that meeting, the LNP highlighted key public safety, mobility, and crowd management consideration associated with the Christmas festive season, a period marked by increased commercial activities, higher population movement, family travels. Okay, so another police pickup have just arrived here. So you can see here, this is another police vehicle that have just arrived, and you can see the guys coming down from this particular vehicle. So the presence of the Liberia National Police continue to increase here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So the name is George Cooper. Keep watching, share it live as we bring you this live coverage from the executive mansion main entrance. Police officers continue to arrive. Police officers continue to arrive at the main entrance of the executive mansion ahead of the protest this morning. So you can see here there is the huge presence of officers of the Liberian National Police. I'm seeing female among them as well. There are 2 female police officers I'm seeing among them. Yeah, so they are now being lined up this morning. Here at the entrance of the executive mansion. So you can see they are fully attired, so they have been asked to fall back. I see beautiful. Okay, so they are asking them to fall back because they will actually be standing up today whole day. So you can see them. They are beautifully dressed in a uniform, and I see here. So these are officers of the Liberian National Police. So the name is George Cooper, Dnnews online. I see 2 female police officers among them. Keep watching. Share the live. This is what is happening here at the main entrance of the executive mansion, where officers of the Liberian National Police deployed here in their numbers. So the name is George Cooper, Dnnews online television, coming to you live from the main entrance of the executive mansion. So these are employees of the executive mansion. See here. So officers, only government vehicles are allowed to use the entrance of the executive mansion. This main entrance of the executive mansion, only government vehicles and authorized vehicles are allowed to use this drive. So if you are not authorized, of course, you will not be allowed to use this particular entrance. Only authorized vehicle and government vehicle are allowed. So you can see we are coming to you live from the main entrance of the executive mansion. So the name is George Cooper. This is Dnnews. We are live here from the main entrance of the executive mansion. So you can see here there is a huge deployment of the Liberian National Police officers here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. This place is a no-go zone for protesters. So let's see, another vehicle is coming. So let's see what happened. Officers moving there. Let's see what happened. Okay, so the officers is having conversation with the driver. She's a female. Okay, so she's been allowed to go through. This is Eve 19. The plate is Eve 19. Okay, so she's been allowed to go through. And this is another vehicle that have been asked to go the other side. So this vehicle is not allowed to go through. The police. This place is highly restricted. So journalists coming in. Journalists are coming this way. You should have your ID card and you should be fully recognized. So let's see what happened with this vehicle. This lady driving this Pathfinder Jeep, she's not allowed to go through. Okay, she has been allowed to use the other side because she's not authorized. So the name is George Cooper, Dnnews online television, coming to you live from the main entrance of the executive mansion as we bring you this live coverage ahead of the stand protests this morning. So keep watching, share the live, make your comments, tell us where you are watching from. If you are watching, just tell us where you are watching from. And of course, we will do everything possible to bring you this live coverage up to the end of the day. So, but I can tell you that the main entrance of the executive mansion has already been barricaded by officers of the Liberia National Police, declaring this place a no-go zone for protesters. So, you see here, these are officers here. I'm talking about armed police officers. Police officers with arms are deployed here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So we are here bringing you live coverage from the executive mansion main entrance. Okay. You see, this is what is happening here at the entrance of the executive mansion. So we are live at the main entrance of the executive mansion, where I can tell you there are armed police officers that are deployed here at the ground of the executive mansion main entrance. So keep watching us as we bring you this live coverage here from the main entrance of the executive mansion, where officers of the Liberia National Police has already barricaded this entire area, declaring this area a no-go zone. So we have both armed police officers and police officers with tear gas gun. So they are prepared and ready to restore law and order if there will be any violation of the law. According to them, they will respond and address the issue promptly. So another police vehicle has just arrived, and I see officers disembarking from this vehicle. So he asking for the supervisor of this group. So here comes the supervisor for this operation. So this is the supervisor. This is the supervisor. This is the supervisor. So they have come to supply them what is being called a baton. So you can see they have come to supply them with baton. 10 pieces of baton is about to be distributed among the officers. So 10 pieces of baton is about to be distributed among the officers assigned here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So they are about to distribute 10 pieces of baton. So instead of 10, they have given them 6. But earlier on, it was being announced that they were going to give them 6 baton. But later on, they have reduced it to 6. So 6 batons have been distributed to the officers assigned here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. But most the officers here are complaining that they need water. They have no water to drink. So they have complained to the supervisor that they are in need of water. So, so that's it here. If the heads of the police are listening, please make water available for the officers assigned or deployed at the main entrance of the executive mansion. They are talking about water. They are thirsty. They want water. They just told their supervisor that they need water. But from what I'm seeing, the supervisors is not in the capacity to be able to supply them water. So the senior management of the Liberia National Police, if you are watching, if you are following this live, please make water available for the guys you just deployed at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So keep watching. This is Dnnews television. So you can see here. So only government vehicles are allowed to pass through, and authorized vehicles. So if the vehicle is not authorized, of course, it's not going to be allowed. So if vehicles that will be allowed to use this route, all those in it must have identification card. So again, the senior management of the Liberia National Police, if you are watching, if you are following us, please make water available for the guys you deployed at the main entrance of the executive mansion. The guys are complaining of a lack of water. They just told their supervisor that they need water. But from what I'm seeing, the supervisors is not in a position to be able to supply them water. So if you are there, you are following this live from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, or if you are from the hierarchy of the police and you are watching, you are following us, please bring water and distribute it among your men that are deployed at the main entrance of the executive mansion. The guys need water. They are complaining of lack of water. They told their supervisor that they need water, but from the interaction I see with their supervisor, I can assure you that the supervisor is not in a position to distribute water among them. So the hierarchies of the Liberia National Police, if you are watching, please make water available for your guys to deploy at the main entrance of the executive mansion. Please. When you deploy the men in the street, you got to give them what they need. The guy can be tested and you expect them to be effective. So please make water available for the officers you deploy at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So we are here, Dnnews online television. So if those of you watching, if some of you have access to the authority of the Liberia National Police, please tell them to bring water for their guys deployed at the main entrance of the executive mansion. The guys are complaining of lack of water. Some of them are saying that they are tested and they cannot leave their samples to go get water for themselves. So that the hierarchies make water available to come and distribute it among the guys here. The guys need water, they want to drink. They told their supervisor about it, but from the way I see the interaction with their supervisors, I think the supervisor is not willing to supply them water. So let the hierarchy please come with water to give it to the guys deployed at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So we here. The name is George Cooper. This is Dnnews on television. We are here to bring you live coverage. So prior to this protest, like I said, there was a meeting between the police and the organizer, the leadership of STAND. They were advised in good faith to consider deferring the protest to more appropriate date after the Christmas holiday. But despite this engagement, yesterday the LMP was surprised seeing the communication circulating around from the head of the organizing committee of the STAND protest that they were going to protest today, the 17th of December. The police therefore welcome their decision because they have their own constitutional right. But according to the police, while the constitutional right to peaceful assembling is fully respected, such rights must be exercised lawfully and responsibly in a manner that does not endanger public safety or disrupt the right of others. So this lady is moving with her dog. She wanted to go through and she's been advised to use the other side. And she said no one protesting now, so she has a right to use this executive mansion. And they are telling her no, you can't do that because the police are already barricaded that particular area. So you can see the officers are telling her where to go. And she and her dog, okay, she finally accepted to follow lawful instruction. So she's now going the other side. So that's it here. Dnnews, we are live at the main entrance of the executive mansion, where officers of the Liberia National Police barricaded this entrance. So this EPS lady, I've been asked to show her identification card. Of course, she's looking for it. She's from the Executive Protection Service, the EPS. Okay. So she's been allowed to go through because she has been identified. So the public is reminded that the ground of the executive mansions are not designated for protests or demonstrations. All existing restrictions on motorcycles, tricycles remain fully in force. The executive mansions are not designated for protests or demonstrations. So this is another vehicle. The police are trying to find out who in it, and they are asking him where is he hailing. He said he's going to Central Bank, but he is he's been communicated to by officers of the Liberia National Police. I'm told he's not allowed to use this particular route. So he's been asked to go right back because he's not authorized to go this way. So he said he's heading to the Central Bank of Liberia. So you can see him. Okay, he has turned around per police instruction. This is a female police officers. So that's it. We are still here. The name is George Cooper, and Dnnews online television. We are coming to you live from the main entrance of the executive mansion. Citizens, residents, visitors are reassured that they may continue their normal activities without fear. The Liberia National Police remain fully deployed and dedicated to maintaining calm, facilitating free movement, and ensuring a safe and peaceful festive season for all. The Liberia National Police remain committed to dialogue, restraint, professionalism, and values continued collaboration with all actors. This approach reflects the LNP resolve to balance constitutional freedom with its responsibility to safeguard national peace and public order. Any violation of the law will be addressed promptly and professionally under the law of the Republic of Liberia. The public is reminded that the grounds of the executive mansion are not designated for protest or demonstration. All existing restrictions on motorcycles, tricycles remain fully in full. So that's it here. The Liberia National Police call for calm, lawful conduct ahead of the December 17th protests. LNP call for calm, lawful conduct ahead of the December 17th protests. So keep watching Dnnews online television. The name is George Cooper. We are live here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So this is another vehicle, and she's been allowed. So let me. Okay, so the police are calling their men to line up. So this communication came from the Stain. So Stain rejects lawless police order. You cannot stop us from assembling where you protested yesterday. Stain and the December 17th protest coordination category reject the Liberia National Police claim that the executive mansion grounds are not designated for protests. This section is historically dishonest, legally baseless, and politically selective, and constitute a direct insult to constitutional democracy. It is rejected in its entirety. It is both shameful and that the same executive mansion ground freely used for protests and assembling in 2019 and 2020 by those now in power are today being falsely declared off limit, simply because citizens are again demanding accountability. This disgraceful reserve has nothing to do with law or public order. It is pure fear of the people. Stain emphasized that constitutional rights do not expire, recalibrate, or disappear when political power changes hands. What was lawful yesterday cannot become unlawful today. Peaceful assembling or near the seat of government is a global recognized democratic norm. Accordingly, stand with assemble peacefully, lawfully at the executive mansion, just as ordered before us did, without violence, without provocation, and without fear. On public safety and the festive season, invoking Christmas to suppress or postpone a peaceful protest is dishonest and unacceptable. Millions of Liberians are entering so-called festive season hungry, unemployed, dispossessed, brutalized by state actors. There is nothing festive about poverty, police abuse, land. Oh, okay. So you can see here, this is the most talked about hot water truck that is being referred to in Liberia. So you can see this truck. So this is it. Officers of the Liberia National Police, they are all on top of this truck. This truck is being referred to in Liberia as a hot water truck. So you can see, this is it, folks. If you are watching, this is the most talked about what is being referred to as the hot water truck in Liberia. This truck has just arrived yet at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So I'm going around it to show you how it looks like. So you see here, this is it. See officers here. So this is what is called the hot water truck. Okay, so you can see now. Okay, this is what is happening here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. The hot water truck already here with heavily armed police officers sitting on top of it. So this truck in Liberia is referred as the hot water truck. I don't know why people call it hot water truck. It says that the water in it is hot or is cold. So, but that's it. This is where we are, folks. This is where we are, folks. Ahead of the December 17th stand protest, leave or lead. President Bouaka must leave or he leads. According to Mulbah Morlu, the organizer of the December 17th protest. So the name is George Cooper. I'm coming to you live here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So wherever you are watching me from, all you can do for me is just tell me where you're watching from. Just share the live for me. Give others the opportunity to be able to follow so that they can have access to what is happening here at the entrance of the executive mansion. Share the live. If you are watching, just share the live and tell me where you are watching from. What do you make of the December 17th protest being organized by a former national chairman of the Congress for Democratic Change, CDC, Mulbah Morlu? Just tell me where you're watching from. What do you make of this protest? Do you support it? If you support the protest this morning, just tell me why you're supporting it. If you are not in support of it, tell us why you are not supporting the protest, and then we'll read your comments when we see it. If you are in support of the protest, tell us why you are in support of it, where you are watching from, and why you support the protest. If you are not in support, tell us where you're watching from and why are you not supporting the protest. So that's it. but we are live here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So the most talk about hot water truck had just arrived here at the executive mansion. So this is it. They just tested it to see whether it actually have water in it, and you saw the water being pumped from in it. But I don't know why, like I said, people refer to it as hot water truck. Is it because the water in it is hot? That's why they call it hot water truck. But I have not seen a victim or someone who are experienced the water from in it being wasted on them. So we don't know whether, and that is why I'm saying I don't know why they refer to it as a hot water truck, because I have not seen a victim of it before. Someone have not come to say water from the truck was wasted on me, it burned me, it was hot, or it was cool. So that's it. So this is another vehicle from the judiciary. It's been authorized. This Jeep is also authorized to go. But this is it here. You see here. Somebody say don't spoil our Christmas. They will not spoil your Christmas, man. So you see, it's not there. This is it. So see it. Yeah. Yeah. Never sir. Thank God, Chief. So Prince Davis, the Assistant Police Commissioner for Operation Code Name Unit 105, had just arrived here. He's briefing officers of the Liberia National Police. So Prince Davis, Unit 105, had just arrived here, giving instruction to the officers that no one is allowed to use this place without an identification card. Meaning, if you are a journalist, you must have your ID card before you can have access to this place. Or if you are an employee for any institutions, you must show your ID card before you can be allowed to use this route. So that is the instruction that have been given to the officers yet by Assistant Police Commissioner for Operation Prince Davis, Code Name Unit 105. So we are here this morning. I am seeing the fire service truck also coming. Fire service truck had just arrived here at the entrance of the executive mansion. So this is the most talk about the hot water truck that we talk about. This is the hot water truck. It's been parked here, and there is the fire service truck. I don't know why they're bringing fire service truck here when there's no fire outbreak or anything that have to do with fire in this place. But I'm seeing fire service truck on the ground. So that's it, folks. But again, I'm still saying the police officers deployed here at the entrance of the executive mansion actually need water. Up to present, there have been no water distributed among them. So the hierarchies of the Liberia National Police, please bring water for the officers you deployed at the main entrance of the executive mansion. The officers here need water. They are thirsty, they want to drink. And they raised the issue with their supervisors, but he does nothing about it. So the officers stay here without water. Please bring water for your officers deployed at the main entrance of the executive mansion. The police officers here need water. So if you are watching, you are following from the hierarchy of the Liberia National Police, please bring water for the officers deployed at the executive mansion main entrance. They need water. They are thirsty. They don't have water to drink, and they can't leave their post to go get water. Please. So that's it. Here, the name is George Cooper, Dnnews, online television. So you see there is the fire service truck. The fire service truck has just arrived here. They are trying to find a place to park it properly. So that is the fire service truck there. Yeah. Okay, so it means that the police are actually getting prepared ahead of time. You know, so they don't want in the instant where there will be parallel fire outbreak before they start sending for fire service trucks. So they have to have the fire service truck on the ground because you never tell. So the police will want to be prepared ahead of time just in case there will be a need for the fire service truck. And then you see here they have brought in what they refer to here as the high water truck. This is the high water truck parking there. They just tried it a moment ago. And so this is it. So this vehicle is being authorized to use this route. 2478 is a government vehicle. So Prince Davis, the Assistant Police Commissioner for Operation Unit 105, had given instruction to the officers not to allow anybody use this facility without identification card. So meaning if you are working with any institution here, you must have the ID card. If you are a journalist, you must have your ID card. And that was the instruction given to the officers by Prince David, Unit 105, the Assistant Police Commissioner for Operation. He's the Principal Deputy to 102. So keep watching Dnnews. The name is George Cooper. We are live here at the main entrance of the Executive Mansion as we continue to bring you this live coverage here as we await the most talk about December 17th protest organized by the former CDC Chairman Mulbah Morlu. So another police pickup has just arrived again. Okay, this is another police pickup. I say, you see here. So this is another police vehicle that has just arrived here at the entrance of the Executive Mansion. So you see here. So, see here, this is another police vehicle. So that's it. See there. These are the officers.
Can't let him know. Can't let them know. Put tight that Can't let go.
So this is it. This pickup had just arrived here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. This pickup had just arrived at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So we are asking the officers to get down from the vehicle. So the supervisor has asked that 3 men get down from this pickup.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the guys with strange. What I'm seeing in the possession of the officers this morning is very strange to me.
What do you know there at the school?
See what you know, other guys in here?
Open the present.
Maybe I'm fine. Yeah, you don't see what we're doing. Yes, I'm very important.
Very important, you can carry weapon.
I'll let you shoot on that. Can you do one more shoot? No, my shoe on me, I don't mean I'm talking about. Yeah, only 3 shoes in the car. Abo, officer, Abo.
So if you are watching Dnnews online, the name is George Cooper. Keep watching, share the live as we bring you this live coverage from the main entrance of the executive mansion, where officers of the Liberia National Police are deployed here in the numbers. There is a huge deployment. Officers of the Liberia National Police here at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So you see how these other officers is dressed. So let's see how many. So this is it.
Yes.
Yeah, this is where we are, folks. This is where we are. So the pickup is leaving. So that's it. That's it. Follow us. Keep following us. So we are here. the ground of the executive mansion. The executive mansion ground is not designated for protest or demonstration. Law and order will be restored by the Liberia National Police. All existing restriction on tricycles and motorcycles remain fully enforced. So we here. So that is it. There is a hot water truck followed by the fire service truck. So you see the fire service truck there. We'll bring it closer. So that is a fire service truck there. So you can see here. So that's it. So you see, that's it here. This is the hot water truck parked right at the entrance of the executive mansion, and that is the fire service truck as well. So the police have brought in one fire service truck along with the hot water truck. So they are parked right at the main entrance of the executive mansion. So that's it. This is what is happening. So keep watching. This is Dnnews. My name is George Cooper, coming to you live from the main entrance of the executive mansion that have been barricaded. So you can see, this is it. So just tell us where you're watching from, and what do you make of the protest this morning? Do you support the action? Do you support the protest? If yes, why? If you are not in support, tell us why as well. But that's it here. So you can see these are officers here. Officers of the Liberia National Police. So here we are. Okay, so you see here. So every angle of this area, you have police deployed here. You can see our men, police officers heavily deployed here in numbers. Here. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is something great to me. Okay, so they have brought in water and saber truck. So you can see there, another water truck has just arrived. So between the fire service truck and the hot water truck, you see the LWSC have brought in one water truck. Okay, so you can see there the LWSC have brought in one water truck to supply the hot water truck. So this is what is happening at the main entrance of the executive mansion. LWSC truck has just arrived to supply the hot water truck with water, and the guys are doing everything possible to take the water from the LWSC truck to supply the hot water truck. So you see there. I want to show you the this other side where the truck is parked. So let me show you what is happening there, so you can see this is the okay. So you see what happening there. Okay. So they are taking water from this truck. This is the water and sewer truck. So you see here. You see here. So you see there. So here is it. Come like this. It's coming like this. Go straight there. So you see it? Come like this. Like this. So this is the truck from the Liberia Water and Sewage Corporation. Mo Ali for short. He has come to supply water to this hot water truck. So you can see what is happening. Yeah, it's a water and sewer truck. Or you call it Mo Ali for short. So they are come to supply water to this truck. So you see what is happening there. So men are working.
Let's go to the bridge.
I sit there. This is what is happening. This is what is happening. So there is this is the fire service truck with plate number 613, Liberia National Fire Service. You see here? Eh? Yes, sir.
Going. Yeah, we find authority because you not be going there. For the morning. Now you be going, don't know you.
All right. Thank you. So the EPS officers, so he said there should be so you see there. So keep watching. Stay here. So I'm taking a break. We'll come back. I'm taking a water break to be back. So those of you watching Dnnews online television, I'm going to take a water break and I will be right back just a moment. So they are still checking. Okay.